ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Lynn here with Between Gamers Podcast, episode number 55.
Too early, Miss K.
Episode number 55. Happy New Year, everybody.
Sorry.
So we got the crew here together today, and we are going to go ahead and get started and have everyone introduce themselves. Today's topic, so to speak, will be, what is it, Dirty?
Just our thoughts on the event that's coming up for Nintendo, which is Thursday, January 12th.
Next week.
Yep. Next week. So are you going to make that switch?
Make that switch.
Switch, bitch. Make the switch.
Switch it, bitch.
All right, so we're going to have everyone introduce themselves, and then we shall get started, shall we? Mm-hmm. So we are going to start with Mr. UHC91. What up, Dre?
Hey, everybody. Thank you. I'll be here for the next hour and a half, possibly 2 hours, no one else.
Well,
no, but you don't be here for a long time. But anyway, like I said, like Lynn said, this is UAC91, aka Trey. Happy New Year's. Here's with an S, everybody. Happy New Year's.
He's doing that on purpose.
Doing it on purpose.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to trigger people.
She's gonna mute you right now.
Triggered.
Hope everyone had a good, safe, happy holidays, and I'm ready to get this started. So yeah, make the switch.
Make the switch. You gotta do the tongue. You gotta do the tongue pop.
Make the switch.
There you go. There you go.
Dre, you need to fix your mic because you sound like Mr. Roboto again.
Oh, Lord of Jesus.
Drake sounds like he's on auto.
Miss 219 Gary IND, Miss Soldiers That Game herself, the lady that brings the gameplay, all gameplay, no shaker. What is up, Miss K?
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss K, aka 219 Gary IND, Team No Bullshit for 2017.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Hashtag Team No Bullshit. Yes.
Miss K, it sounds like there's a little extra you need to talk about in the podcast.
Yeah, I might.
No, she don't. She no bullshit. Yeah, that's what it is. No bullshit.
They don't want that work.
No, they don't want it.
That work.
Oh, don't even get me started with them anyway.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. We have the old dirty 33, the man that completes his games but never put up any gameplay. What is up, Dirty?
Wow, we started off right this year with all the shade.
Dirty be completing them games, he just don't put up no gameplay.
You know why? You know why he don't? Because he said them MFs don't deserve to see his gameplay.
No, it don't. No, they
don't. The mother cats on YouTube, they don't play games. They just look at graphics.
Yeah.
They don't play games. They look at graphics.
If you can't tell me about the story, you can't talk to me.
Then they go to the next game. They hype it up.
The graphics look gorgeous. Well, did you beat the game though?
Yeah, but how many teraflops is it though?
Yeah,
right.
Right. But did you play though?
Can you get it in 4K?
You see Master Race, baby.
That's it.
Right.
That's what they say.
All right, Dirty.
We're just gonna talk about Nintendo. The event is coming up next week on the 12th, which is Thursday. I'm not sure what the time. I'm hearing like in the morning, then I'm hearing like in the afternoon.
No,
I think it's gonna be at 8 o'clock at night.
Look, they'll let us know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's even better then at night.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Because
is that Eastern Standard Time?
No, that's Pacific Standard Time, I think. Or no. No, it's 8. Yeah, it's Eastern. I believe it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
That's not bad.
that's
That's
not
a good time.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, we'll be at home. We'll be sitting down. The food will be ready by that point.
I'll have my popcorn.
Yep.
The food will be ready and eaten already.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
All right, Dirty. Let people
Who
know who
eats
you
dinner
are.
that early?
What's that you say?
Let people know who you are.
Oh, well, everybody know who I am. This is your boy Dirty, and we're here with another podcast for the new year. And I'm hoping that this year on YouTube, everything will be cool because, you do have grown men in their 30s and 40s that sit at home all day and do nothing but fuck with each other.
They ain't beating no games, though, are they?
Oh, shots fired.
They ain't
Last but not least, we have the Will of Gaming, Mr. Twitch streamer himself.
That's
Will
it.
of Game play on YouTube no more. Will said F YouTube. I'm doing Twitch.
Dang.
He made the switch. Look, he made the switch.
You didn't make the switch, he made the
He made the
Twitch.
switch and went to Twitch.
I made the switch to the Twitch. That's how it is. Hello, Internet. This is Will from the Will of Gaming. Hi, how is everybody today? Happy New Year. Anyways, I'm good. I'm better than Mariah's career at the moment.
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh.
Sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Man, I swear
But,
the shade is so real in 2017.
What? 2016 made everybody crazy, so we had to be on our best. We had to be on our shadiest behavior. That's just how it works. Thank you. But I would like to thank Lynn for giving me this opportunity. I talked to her a little bit earlier about this. So this is actually a more serious thing. Before we actually get started with the episode, I have two friends. Me and Dre, we have two friends, and our friend Thomas and our friend Alex. Dre, I'm pretty sure you guys had seen Thomas either on Gamers Nation or either on this show. He's been on at least once.
Yeah.
Twice.
So yeah, twice. So he's been on like twice. So Thomas has been on twice. Well, on the first of this year, their older brother Pat died. So at this point, the reason why I'm mentioning this up is that they started a GoFundMe account because times are very hard. When people die, it's a sudden, massive, expensive thing, and they're trying to meet a goal here. So at this point, by the end of the stream, Lynn has the link. She will be posting up the GoFundMe. If you guys can donate, that would be great. And if you guys can't donate, at least share the link to people that just share the link on your Twitter, your Facebook, if you can, to try to make things easier for people, because it sucks to start a new year with a death in the family and things. So, and then having to worry about the stress of all that stuff. And so at this point, they're not having a great year, but things are good. So, yeah. So I just wanted to make that out there. So yeah. So if you guys are interested, also on Friday, a streamer named Shiv55 is actually going to be doing a live stream in their honor to help in their brother Pat's honor, so that way that they can raise money. And she's a big Twitch streamer, so if you guys can at least share or host, if you guys have Twitch accounts, if you guys can host her channel on Friday, that would be great.
Okay.
So thank you.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
All right, so we are here to discuss what is it, Dirty?
Just our thoughts of what we expect or what we want to see Nintendo do with this experience they having next week.
All right, who want to get started?
I guess since it's Dirty's topic, he should start.
Go, Dirty. It's your birthday.
I mean, well, basically, we've been hearing a lot of rumors about the Switch. We've been hearing some good things, we've been hearing some bad things, and it seems like more people are more stuck on and focused on the negative. You know, I don't find it negative, but they find it negative. You know, I just think Nintendo is going to come out and surprise us all with this Switch. I think it's a lot of stuff we don't know about this system. I think it's going to be a lot of games that's going to kind of surprise us, even though we are hearing rumors, about games, you know. But I would rather have those surprises for next week than them to be tweeting them out. You know, that's what kills everything. You know, it's like with social media, you can't be surprised anymore because it's like when the trailer comes out for what is it, Beyond Good and Evil 2, you're not really going to be surprised.
Right.
You know, it's like I want to be surprised for all that. And like social media kind of kills everything because everybody got to tweet something out. Or I heard this from this person. Or I got inside scoop. So let me be the first to put it out. But I think the Switch is going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah.
I really do.
I hope so.
I think Nintendo got something up their sleeve.
They need to shut everybody up with all this crap they've been talking about.
Yeah, they do. They got the power to, so
The
as far
Nintendo power.
Yeah,
well, they've always been innovative. They have always had the leg up when it comes to that and their creativity. So I would like to see that transpire more in the Switch.
Right.
And first they said it's supposed to be powerful, then this, that, and other. Now they're saying it's not. And I mean, we don't know, and we won't know until Nintendo themselves put it out there.
Right.
And
it also depends. It depends on how you look at it too in terms of power. People are looking at it as a console perspective when this is a hybrid. The fact that this console can do both, powerful console. From a handheld perspective, it's possibly the most powerful handheld in existence. And in terms of console, it may not be the strongest in the console thing, but if it still hits 1080p, and like, look, people will say graphics. Look at Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, everybody's freaking losing their minds over it. I mean, if it can play that, it can play some really good things. I think people need to stop worrying about it.
Well, first people were complaining. No, first people were for. They're like, oh, it's supposed to have a Tegra processor in it. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And now they're like, oh, well, it's the old processor. It's not the new one. So blah, 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 blah. Like, people, make up your mind. Either you're excited for the Switch or you're not.
Right.
Stop looking, nitpicking, trying to figure out ways to downgrade something. First, you're saying Nintendo is too kiddie. Then, when they get the adult games on their, like, for instance, the Wii U, you don't buy them and you don't play them. So quit griping. Just quit griping because there's no pleasing anybody. Because people, they want this, and then when they get it, they don't support it, and then they want to bitch and gripe about everything. People just need to stop. Just stop it. If you feel that Nintendo is too kiddie, then don't buy the Switch. Just shut up about it. Just shut up about it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just
leave it to people. Leave it to people who actually want it and enjoy it.
Yeah, and don't be buying it just to sell it for thousands of dollars on eBay and Amazon.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
From people who actually want it, and that is a problem that I have with Nintendo as well. Is that they never have enough stock of anything. People are still having issues trying to get the NES Classic Mini. Okay, so they said, well, Reggie Fils-Aimé supposedly said they're going to have, enough stock, where people would be able to get their pre-orders in. We shall see, because I'm be pissed if I can't get my pre-order in for this console because they have shortages yet again. They need to get it together. That is one thing they've always had an issue with, is not having enough stock for what people want. People want these items. And so they need to accommodate for that, because I'm not going to be the one to be on here on eBay and on Amazon paying thousands of dollars for $250 console. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I guess I won't get it.
I think what a lot of people, and I said this in Dave's podcast, I said, we don't know what chip is in the Switch. We can assume, but you have to think about what Nintendo said and what Nvidia said they sell. They said it's a custom chip.
Mm-hmm.
So why does everybody keep saying it's the Tegra 1? Okay, for instance, let's
I thought they were saying it's the Tegra 3.
well, there's a Tegra 2 that just came out. But let's just take for instance that it was the Tegra 1 chip. Okay, they took the chip and they customized it. Like, does that ring a bell what customized mean? That's just like if you buy a car. Say you like a person that like to race cars. You would buy a car, and what you would do to that car, soup it up. You would customize it. You would customize it to build up the speed, the handle, the brakes, the kit, everything. This is what they just told us. It's custom. So why you get in your head that the console is weak? Somebody just said it's a custom chip. So that means that chip has to be damn near on the Tegra 2 process, because NVIDIA Shield themselves on their website said they spent 500 man hours customizing this chip for Nintendo. Who in their right mind would customize a chip for a company, and then everybody saying, well, we hear that the chip is weaker than the Wii U? That don't even make fucking sense. Like, people don't stop and listen or think. They just talk because they don't like Nintendo. If you don't like Nintendo, why are you so concerned about this console? You should be worried about the console of your choice of the games that you're getting. So obvious, you must be scared of Nintendo. You have to be if you are study, just making dumb, just stupid, just nonsense. So I said Nintendo. I think Nintendo's going to come out and surprise everybody. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. I believe it's not okay. There's still going to be people out there that are still going to be in my opinion, they're going to be the way that they are. They're still going to be that way. And what I think is going to happen is at the end of this whole entire fiasco, shall I say, once they start this whole entire fiasco thing, let me explain. Okay, no matter what the specs are, in the end, it's the games. There's going to be those graphic people that are going to be like, oh, the graphics are good, I don't want it now, or there's going to be those people. But at the end of the day, there's going to be the majority of the people that are down to earth are going to be more like, ooh, Mario, Zelda, oh my God, these launch titles, it looks good. I don't know why people are so angry about it, kind of thing. I just, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Well, see, Will, these are the same people that don't know what a teraflop is, and we never had teraflops in our consoles until this generation, and they know everything now.
Apparently. It's just the thing is that numbers matter to people, and the thing is that the higher the number is, people say the better it is, and that's not true.
Right.
Because look, PlayStation had a teraflop and people were freaking praising it, and it struggled to freaking even run games at 1080p 60 frames per second, and then they had to freaking make a 4K version, and so did Xbox, because none of them had the high whatever. The fact is that my PlayStation can play all the games just fine. It can. I don't need to upgrade to the 4K Pro whatever. I don't need that. I don't need it because it's a waste of money. That was the console that I should have gotten from the get-go. But Nintendo only has one Wii U. Have you ever seen a Wii U Mini? No. Have you seen anything? No. Nintendo Wii U worked. It just worked. And though they didn't have no third-party support, that was done in the Wii era because nobody was buying the Call of Duty version of the Wii. Nobody was buying the Wii version of Call of Duty.
That's true.
Nobody was into that. And because of that, when Wii U came out, it was already a mess. This is the opposite of what's happening. Nintendo Switch will get third-party support because the 4K Pro and the Xbox Scorpio people are not going to have 4K exclusives. And if they do, they're going to piss a lot of fans off who don't want to upgrade their console. So that means that the primary focus will be on the lower end of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And if that's the case, then the Switch version will have that. The Switch version will have that. You know, already there's talks of a Dark Souls trilogy. A Dark Souls on the go? I mean, come on. And it's the console version, not the freaking handheld mini. This is the console version. Zelda on the go. All these games are on the go. And the best thing that I love about the Nintendo is that you could buy multiple docks and you could put that on any TV. Yep. Do you know how freaking crazy that is? That you could play in your bedroom, pick it up, and put it in your living room, and not even actually have to move the console. That is freaking crazy.
Yeah, you can have. You can have a dock over your. You can have a dock over your girlfriend's house. Only thing you take is just the tablet with you. You know. What I'm saying?
That's it.
And that's it.
And that's it. And then you can play it right there. You go. You just do a little click, boom, and then you play it on the TV. It is fantastic. I am so happy. And you know what? Like, I could tell you all the rumors that I've heard about this Switch console. And I believe that some of them are plausible. So a lot of the time, I don't think we're going to be as surprised as we think. I think we're going to be more surprised at the gameplay that we're going to see more than what we actually heard about the console. I feel like everything that we heard about the innards of the console has been leaked. Everything is done. So, and I know that sucks. But at the same time, you know, we get that all out of the way. So, okay, so here's some of the rumors. Now, this is the bad rumor that people are freaking out about. At full settings, brightness all the way up, graphics, whatever, turn all the way up, the Switch on the handheld will only last 3 hours at full brightness. Now, if you lower the brightness, maybe you could get 4.5 to 5 hours. But at the same time, you know, whatever. I don't go out all the time. So I'm going to be using the console portion of this. The stats will be 720p on the go. And then when it's docked, it ups it to 1080p. In my opinion, that is freaking insane that it could even do that. On top of that, it's going to have achievements. An achievement system, but no word on if it's going to be the My Nintendo coins or if it's just going to be its own achievement system. So there's that. There's going to be a share button on there, so you can upload to Twitch and YouTube from the Nintendo. And I think that that's going to be the biggest surprise, is that they're going to say that they're going to allow people to actually share their content this time around. And I feel like that's going to be a huge surprise. Their games are going to be some Mario and Raving Rabbids RPG. There's going to be Zelda Breath of the Wild, but that's up in the air. A lot of people are speculating it's actually going to be delayed to the summertime. But all the marketing is suggesting that it's going to be a launch title, which will be kind of weird. So I don't know. Then after that, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's there. There's the Beyond Good and Evil. There's the, what is it called? The Seasons of Heaven, or Heaven of Seasons, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this game where it's like this kid and he goes through like the seasons or something, and he has like a dog. It's exclusive to the Switch. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be an exclusive for 12 months, so for a whole year.
Yep.
Skyrim, the definitive edition, might be a launch title, but like, you know, there's so many rumors going along with it. I believe it does have touchscreen because of the amiibo function. I believe that you're going to be able to use any controller on it in the forms of the sides. Like, you know, this thing has so much potential.
The Joy-Cons,
like the Joy-Con, like
the Joy-Cons too.
Yeah, like, could you imagine that you could get Joy-Con attachments for GameCube, like GameCube controller, to replicate the controller, and then just snap those on the side, and then you have a GameCube experience? Switch that, you got the N64 experience. Switch that, you got a Game Boy experience, the original Nintendo experience. I mean, already we know that the launch title, the launch version of the Switch will be the black and gray. That's going to be it. But they said in like 6 months, we may have color variations such as lime green, citrus orange, something red, and a blue. So, you know, like in a way, it's probably better if we wait, because the thing that I have a problem with is what irritates me is I bet you can't pre-order this console. And that's going to drive me. I'm telling you, if you cannot, you can't even pre-order Amiibos no more. You can't pre-order, you could never pre-order the NES Classic. So what makes you think that you're going to be able to pre-order the Switch?
Well, Will, this morning when I was on my way to work, I actually saw a video from Player Essence, and he was talking about that we will be able to pre-order the Switch the day after the event, so which is Friday, and Nintendo is supposed to give the go to all retail chains and GameStops and all them to start taking pre-orders for the Switch. So that's why I said Friday. You know, I want to make sure I go up to, you know, Best Buy by my job and pre-order mine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pre-order it online. But the thing is that this is the reason why Nintendo has a problem with their products. Allow pre-orders so that way you know how many to make. That's it. That's all they had to do. If they say, oh look, 3 million people want to pre-order this product, make 3 million of the damn product. Done. Why are you making it so hard? Like for the NES Classic, allow a pre-order and say 1 per customer. It was as simple as that, and they didn't do that. And I understand realistically, you know, you can't. But then why would you advertise something maybe like 4 or 5 months in advance if you don't have enough to meet demand?
Yeah.
It's so upsetting. It's so infuriating, and Nintendo needs to fix that. I hope that they take a lesson from the NES Classic and say, look, this thing is going to sell. There's no more excuse like, we didn't know it was going to sell that much. I don't want that excuse. I expect 50 Switches in every store. At least that. So that way it'll be easy to get. Because this is, I'm honestly so annoyed with Nintendo, because I want to. If Breath of the Wild is a launch title, you better have enough, because the Wii U version, I have to order that from a website. Are you kidding me? No. And it's only their website, so it's not like when the Wii U version of the Zelda Breath of the Wild comes out, you can't go into a GameStop and get it. So if you had a Wii U expecting that you were going to play Breath of the Wild day one, well, good luck. So, yeah.
That's more difficult than it needs to be.
It is. And the reason why is because they know it's not going to sell on the Wii U. But they can make copies. Like, they did this with Twilight Princess. They did it with Twilight Princess for the GameCube. And but I suggest, if you guys are planning on buying the Wii U version of Zelda, is to not cancel that pre-order. Get it anyway, because watch those copies be worth a crap ton of money. But because nobody wants to go through the hassle of having to pre-order a Zelda Breath of the Wild game, you know, for the Wii U, when they could just get the Switch version. Now, we know what happened. Now, during the Wii process, we had pre-orders, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then they just put you in. Now, if you couldn't make the first shipment, then there was a second shipment, then there was a third shipment, the fourth shipment. It took 3 years for the Wii. It took 3 years for the Wii to become easily accessible for everybody. That you could literally walk into a store and there was a Wii sitting there and you can get it. Nintendo don't got 3 years in this generation. They need to have enough by day one, because they're already late in this generation. And nobody's going to care about the Switch 3 years later when PlayStation 5 and Xbox 6 or where the new Xbox comes out. Nobody's going to care. So they need to fix that. They need to get on the ball and fix it. But that's just me. That's just me.
Makes sense.
I mean, you would think. It should be common sense for Nintendo. You need to make enough product. I understand that Nintendo's going through this whole product with demand and stuff. They're trying to keep the demand low. I mean, the stock low because it keeps the prices low, which makes no freaking sense because the prices go high because those who buy it sell it at an incredibly high price. Watch those Switches be like $1,000 or more.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna sell too. They are gonna sell because when it comes to new consoles, people get desperate and they buy it. And this is gonna continue. And this is so upsetting because Nintendo only get like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. But like, I don't know. I have a lot of predictions. I could say like the price point will be $249.99 for a basic model, and that they're going to come with one with a controller, which is going to be $350, and then there's going to come with one where that's the game that's going to be $300.
Yeah,
that's my guess. And then so when that comes out, the game that's going to be packed with it is going to be Splatoon. There's not going to be no Wii. There's not going to be no Wii Sports or none of that. That's not going to be a thing. There's going to be. This is going to cater to a more mature crowd. Finally, Nintendo freaking caters to an audience that actually supports it.
Yeah.
And then I feel like if they actually target our audience, like if they target their correct audience in the right one, you're selling to an audience that could actually buy your product and not have to beg for your product. It's not the 80s anymore. It doesn't work that way where there is no internet and all this stuff. And kids want tablets and freaking phones. Yep. They don't want consoles anymore. They got a PC for that. Yep. You know, they're good. They don't want consoles no more. So the thing is that the reason why Nintendo's handheld department works so well and why I think the Switch is such a genius idea is because when people are playing a 3DS, they play it on the go, right? So when, let's say that I'm on a bus, somebody asks me a question, hey, what's that you're playing? Oh, I'm playing the 3DS. Oh, that looks so cool. How much is it? Like $200. Really? Oh my God. I didn't even know about that. Oh God, I gotta get one. You know, that sells it because you show off the console. You can't bring your freaking Wii U with you on the subway and be like, yo, look. But when you have a Switch with you and you take the Switch to work because you're playing on your lunch break, like, what you playing? This is the new Nintendo. This word? And they say, yo, you could actually play this at home on your TV. Really? That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think Nintendo is learning from their mistakes. And I think this president is a much better president than I have to say it than Iwata. I think Iwata was more cautious than going full steam. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to, if you say you don't want to be in competition with Microsoft and Sony, you know, that's cool, but still give the gamers what we want, because it's 2016, 2017, and you know the Wii U wasn't even doing basic stuff that was, you know, done in the early 2000s.
I feel like Nintendo needs to compete.
Yeah.
I don't care. They need to compete. I don't care. You know, they're the godfather of gaming. Don't just throw in the towel. Compete.
I definitely agree with you, Ms. K.
Put your big boy drawers on. Get in there with the rest of them and box like a man.
But it's not like they can't do it. They
can do it. That's what I'm saying.
Ability to do it. I don't understand.
Go ahead and make the console powerful. What's wrong with that? You got to evolve with technology, because if you don't, your ass gonna get left in the dust.
There you go.
They're trying to keep it. They're trying to keep it at a low price point, so that way that it won't. Because look, even if Nintendo, let's say that Nintendo was on par with the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Scorpio. Let's say that PlayStation did 4K graphics and stuff like that, and it came out with works. Yes, it would sell. It would sell, but it would be at a much higher price point when its competition is less. So at this point, nobody would want to buy a Nintendo because kids already in their minds see Mario is a little kiddie game.
Mhm.
Splatoon is a kiddie game.
But
You know,
takes skill.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
take skill.
It takes skill,
Running
but when
game.
you look at it, because let me tell you what people are afraid of. The kids of this generation, not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but like a lot of ignorant people who play video games are. It's too colorful. But you look at a game like Overwatch, which is equally colorful as a Nintendo game.
Right.
But I don't hear people call that a kiddie game. But it's because it uses actual guns. When you see like little squid kids shooting paintball guns, grown-ups are going to see that as a kiddie game.
Yeah.
But realize Nintendo has some of the most competitive games ever.
Right.
Mario Kart is competitive. Freaking Splatoon is competitive.
And Donkey Kong
Smash
Tropical
Brothers.
Freeze is a hard game. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah.
That game is not easy.
It's not easy. No, it's not easy. No, it's not. You know, okay, some people can like say Mario's easy. And then, you know, and that's true. But for like a person just getting started and not knowing what to do, Mario's pretty tough for people.
Well, you know that game about what Luigi was it? Luigi's what's the other game that is a platformer too?
The Luigi's Mansion?
That it was one that was on the Wii U. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion wasn't that easy either. But
you talking about Luigi's Super Luigi.
Yeah, that Joker is not easy. That's not easy. That's not an easy platform. When they added that on there, that's not easy to.
Yeah,
that's not an easy game to beat.
100 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
If you don't know how to, and if you don't know where to run, but if you don't know better to not hold the run button down,
right,
then you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. You gonna get Luigi killed every time.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's not. I mean, so for anybody just starting with Nintendo is could be a frustrating platform to play on,
right?
Because you know, but then again, that's with every game though. Every game that you play. But like with Nintendo, it's just more approachable. Nintendo is more approachable and could be seen as a wide audience. If people could get off their brains that like it's not a kiddie console, I understand. Look, if you don't like Nintendo, if Nintendo's not your cup of tea, it's understandable. I get it. I get why you don't like it, and it may not be for you. Maybe you're more of a PC person. You're more of a graphics person. You're more of a, you know, Nintendo doesn't have the games that you would want to play, and that's perfectly fine within itself. But like, you know, for us, people who grew up who grew up with the original Nintendo and, you know, and played that and, you know, evolved with Nintendo. Nintendo's an important thing for us, you know, for us. And I understand that there are people that they gave Nintendo countless chances, and that they said, "Oh, buy the GameCube." I didn't even buy the GameCube. I didn't play Nintendo until like Super Nintendo was my last Nintendo, or Nintendo 64 was my last Nintendo, or something like that. They're like, "I'm tired of the Marios. I'm tired of the Zeldas." I'm like, "Have you played them? Just because it's a Mario game or just because it's a Zelda game doesn't mean that you get the same experience. You may have the same story, but it's a different experience every time you play it."
Yeah, but this is the thing I don't understand. They say I don't want the Mario, I don't want the Zelda, but you know that's the games that Nintendo makes. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Microsoft.
Yeah.
I don't want the Halo.
You don't want the Gears. You don't want the Halo. You know, you don't want the Forzas. Bullshit. I want it all.
No, but you know what? The thing with that I don't get about these people either is that they would say, "Well, I don't want to play the same game over and over again." Well, you play Call of Duty all the damn time. You buy it every year. You buy every Madden game. You buy every FIFA game. You buy every Forza game. You buy every Gears of War game. And then what is it? The same game but a different experience, right? So why do people freak the hell out on Nintendo? Why does Nintendo always got to be like the one that people like attack?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, look, I own all three consoles. I'm not saying that I'm hating on a particular console or I'm hating on a particular franchise. I'm just saying that it's very hypocritical when somebody says that they don't want to play a Mario game because, look, it's understandable if you're tired of the franchise. You're like, you know, I'm over it. You know, that's cool. That's fine. But if you're going to sit there and then you yell at me because I say I don't like to play Call of Duty no more, or I don't like to play, you know, any of the big games that are popular today, but I like to play Mario and I like to play Zelda, but you're going to attack me and criticize me on that, then it's hypocritical for you to do that to me when I could throw that right back at you.
Yeah.
it doesn't make no sense why people are hating on consoles and other games. It makes no sense why you're wasting your time on attacking plastic that has some electronics on it and coded in a certain way to play a certain thing.
Either that or just plainly attacking folks because of their preference of said pieces of plastic.
Exactly. Like, okay, Lynn, somebody could say that they don't like Animal Crossing. You're a fan of Animal Crossing, but then they attack you on it. I said, so what? You play a game that I don't like either. So what? We just have that difference.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you have people that like, oh man, I can't believe you brought a Mario game. Yes, I brought a Mario game. I'm a grown ass man, and I like Super Mario Brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no shame when my buddies come over if I'm playing a Wii U or some type of Nintendo game, and I got Mario on. I'm not going to cut it off because they're here.
Right. Well, the thing is, every Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they all have their signature games that we expect every year. I mean, every one of them have their own exclusives. Well, not so much as with Microsoft. Well, Microsoft, I mean, PC is still Microsoft. But I mean, each one of these companies have their own games that they release every year. I would be mad as hell. They told me they were not going to give me a Forza every year. I'm sorry. I'm going to be mad as hell if I can't get whatever exclusive off the PS4. I'm going to be mad as hell if I can't get an exclusive off Nintendo. I want them all. It's just that simple.
But you have people out here that they just want, I don't know, they just want one console. Maybe they can't afford it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But they choose their console and they don't want to see nothing else strive but this console. And this is what I don't understand. It's like, okay, why Sony have to be on top of everything? Why does foot got to be on Microsoft and Sony's neck?
Right.
I mean, Nintendo's neck. You know what I'm saying? It's like they happy when that is happening. They're like, yeah, we in the lead, but you ain't getting no money off of it.
That's it. It's crazy. I want to see the entire gaming business, as a whole, thrive. Because if all of them compete, we're the ones that win. I know people say it's cliche. It's just straight facts. If I don't want to see Nintendo go down, I don't want to see Sony go down, I don't want to see Microsoft go down. This is something that we all love to do. We love to play our games in our spare time. So I don't want to see none of them do bad. People just on YouTube want to find something to argue about. Why don't you want your ass argue about who's the best at the game? Well, how about that? How about you play some games?
Get it on the sticks.
Yeah, get it on the sticks. If you so bad, get your ass on the games. That's what I want to see. I don't want to hear all this back and forth stuff. Play the games. If you're gonna go at somebody in a video game. To me, that's that's fun, because at least you're keeping it gaming. You're not involving anything but the game that you're talking about or the games that you're talking about. Show it. If you're a gamer, show it. That's all I can say. So it's crazy. They find excuses to argue about sales and all this other bullshit that does not matter, because your ass ain't. They want to take the deflect the fact that they're not playing no games.
Right, and that's what kills me is these guys, they so committed, and when the PlayStation Pro was coming out and the Xbox One S, I heard so many people like, oh, I'm going to trade mine in. So I'm like, why would you trade your console in to get another console?
Right.
Like they don't make. I'm like, dude,
you that broke, you got to do that. You know what? Get started.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you? Like, why would I sell my PlayStation 4 to get the Pro? Why don't I just keep that one? And I have both.
I would rather give it to a family member or somebody, one of my friends, or sell it. If I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell it to somebody I know. Somebody's going to use it, Other than that, I ain't trading. GameStop don't give me nothing for them consoles. So.
Yeah, they don't give you nothing. You could sell all three of your consoles and still have to pay like $30 or $40 to pay for the Pro. That is ridiculous.
It is crazy.
Yep, and when that Scorpion come out, your Xbox One S, you probably ain't gonna get nothing but $115.
Might as well keep it.
Less. You'll probably get like 70.
That's it. Because I'm keeping my Xbox One S. I might cop the Scorpio, and I'm pretty sure I will. I'm gonna, unless my cousin wants to get my the S, I'm keeping my console.
But see, this is what I don't understand with Microsoft and Sony. You have you got the regular PlayStation, PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
You have the slim PlayStation 4, and you got a Pro. Okay, now the Pro supposed to play what the original PlayStation 4 Slim is supposed to play.
Right.
How is third parties going to take advantage of this new hardware for the Pro and the S and the Scorpion if all they do is develop for the older console? So what's the use of buying a Pro when developers are not making specific games for that console built from the ground up? Because that's a better console than what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not taking advantage of the console. You just say, oh, just take your old game and throw it in there and it'll play it, upscale it. Like, no. I got to pay you $400 just to see an upscale, and third party is not going to make exclusive games so I can actually see the power of this new console.
Right. Right.
That's why I was against it.
People were complaining that it's not even playing their games the way it's supposed to be.
Yep. It's not playing
frame rate drops and stuff.
It's not working on the HDR TVs. All type of stuff. Nobody on YouTube would say this on Sony's side. Nobody would say this.
Wow.
You actually have to go and look at
stuff.
Yeah, you actually got to go and look at non-people that's not in the gaming community. It just, just normal folks on YouTube that just like, you know what, this is my PlayStation Pro and it's not working with my TV. The games are running shitty and take a look at this, guys. Those are the people you have to go and look at because those are the ones that's not biased.
Right.
The ones that's on Sony's side and want to see Nintendo or Microsoft go down, they're not going to mention none of this. They just waiting on the patch. Yep. That's all they waiting on. Is the patch.
They ain't making no videos about that, huh? Waiting on the patch. Video title, waiting on the patch. You see that?
Waiting on the patch.
3 months later, still waiting.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Pro. I mean, I've heard some people that actually own it that said they've had a couple issues and they were honest. They were, they honestly told me, hey, Miss K, you really don't need a Pro, to be honest. And then some said they, if you want to buy it, buy it, But me personally, I said, I'm not buying it. I really don't need it. So I wasn't lying about nothing I said. Stuck to my guns and I did not buy it. It's not a bad console, but I have heard some things from people that I trust. And I was like, I'm going to keep my money, so it's all good.
I hadn't planned on getting it anyway.
Oh, check this out. Something literally just popped up on my Facebook feed about saying that GameStop in Italy has released the specs of the console mode, the handheld mode, and everything. So do you guys want me to talk about it, or do you want to leave that as a surprise?
Don't talk about it.
Go ahead.
All right, so here we go. So here's the specs.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, so here's the specs of the console mode. The chip type is highly customized, revamped Tegra, possibly a 20 nm Maxwell or 16 nm Pascal. I don't know what that means. Okay, the power is a USB Type-C and charged dock. The video out is HDMI. The GPU clock is a 768 megahertz. Max could be variable based on a game, app, or program. Won't always hit max performance. GPU clock is a 1020 megahertz consistent performance. The system RAM is 4 gigabytes unified memory, unified VRAM and DRAM. Resolution output is a native 1080p over the handheld 720p resolution, and the Unreal Engine 4 GFX display settings is high. Handheld mode. The chip type is highly customized, revamped Tegra, possibly a 20 nm Maxwell, or same thing. The power is a USB Type-C external charger. The video out, it doesn't have one because it's a handheld. GPU clock down clock to 302 megahertz per second. Maximum megahertz. Maximum based on the game, app, or program, and won't always hit max performance. GPU clock is a 1020 megahertz. System RAM is 4 gigabytes unified memory. Battery life is 3 hours. Resolution output is 720p in a 6.2-inch tablet handheld. Unreal Engine 4 GFX display settings medium. So literally, console mode makes the engine go to high, and handheld mode to medium settings. So that's it. Then the Nintendo Switch info and specs. Nintendo Switch handheld tablet uses a non-removable, rechargeable 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. Both 2.4 gigahertz and 5.5 gigahertz 802.11 AC MIMO Wi-Fi supported. No LTE cellular. Oh wait, does it say no? Okay, I don't know. Okay, it says LTE cellular internet support. USB Type-C confirmed. No Ethernet port on the Switch Cradle dock. Requires USB to Ethernet adapter compatible with the Wii's LAN adapter. So you can use the Wii LAN adapter. Switch handheld supports micro SD for expanded memory. Perfect. Laptops can be hooked directly to the Cradle. So you can hook up a laptop to the Cradle. Detachable Joy-Con controllers are connected via a Bluetooth. Low power Bluetooth, likely Bluetooth 4.0 plus. AC adapter output from dock to handheld is a DC 5 volt to DC 15 volt 2.6A. Switch has a max power to draw of 39 watts while charging on Cradle. Supports Type-C quick charge. AC adapter input from wall to dock is AC 100 to 240 volt, 50 to 60 hertz, 1A standardized power, hinting that the Switch may be region-free, and the Wii U's adapter, however, is similarly rated and isn't region-free. So, what we learned from this, it says, so now let's stop and think about this. Yes, it's a fancy device that can go with you. However, PlayStation Pro, whatever. Okay, this is a Pro thing. Okay, so, according to the price, and it says price is not confirmed. It says if it's 399.98 euros. But if we were to translate that to American, it would be $418.91. But the price is not final. So that's pretty much it right there. That's that's it. And this may still be a rumor.
Well, there's two things right off the bat that I don't like about that.
The 3-hour battery life.
Yes, if it's supposed to be a console handheld hybrid, you need way more than 3 hours. A typical work day is 8 hours. What if I want to play in between time? What if I got to catch the bus to and from work? What if I got to make stops and stuff? And that 3-hour time period, you need way more than that. That's number one. Number two, I had issues with them not having a removable battery to begin with because someone else posted that it will not have a removable battery. That defeats the purpose overall of this being a handheld system because over time, as with our cell phones, battery drains. It will not hold a charge, meaning over time, this system will have to be docked at all times because it's not going to hold a charge for you to take it out and do things, and go out. We need to have a means to change out the battery to keep it a fresh new system, so to speak. And that is that. If that is the case, that is a really stupid move on their part because the battery needs to be removable. You cannot have a device like this to take on the go and not be able to change out the battery because these lithium ion batteries do not last forever. And especially with repeated chargings, it's going to eventually lose its juice and you're going to have it tethered. So they need to figure out something else. And I hope that is not the case with this, that it is not going to be a removable battery. And that 3-hour battery life is horrible. You cannot expect a handheld hybrid, console handheld hybrid, for it to actually be considered a handheld if you only have 3 hours of gameplay. Like that don't make sense to me.
I mean, there's still benefits to it. Like, for example, if I wanted to plug, I could take a plug with me everywhere I go. That doesn't fix the problem.
You have to do that.
We have to. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I think what it is I see what Lynn is upset is, it is 3 hours. I kind of look at it as, it could have been a little more, but then you got to think about it. This hybrid everything, the whole operating system is in your hand. That has nothing to do with its power, only to make the chips overclock faster and better for you to get the 1080p on your TV. Now, once you take that out, it had to thumbs itself down to mid grade, because if it stayed at a high setting, you wouldn't even get 3 hours. You probably just get an hour and a half out of that battery.
But that's not what I'm upset about. Is the fact that if it is in fact not a removable battery, that is the issue that I have. Because like I said, you got to have a means to change out that battery. If you cannot change out that battery overall, like I said, that's going to take away from it even being a handheld to begin with.
Right.
I don't think I want to say this. I don't think Nintendo would be that stupid not to have where we can take this battery out, because even with the Wii U, you flip that gamepad over, there's a tiny screw to where that battery is. If you ever need to change it to put a better one in, period. The 3DS is the same way. If Nintendo does this, that is very stupid. I think this is just a rumor.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Right.
I think that on the back of that Switch,
it's not their style.
Right. I think on the back of that Switch is going to be a little door, but it's going to have
for the battery
in it. Not a door where you can just press and slide it back. It's going to be a mini screw in there where you're going to have to unscrew it and change that battery at any time you need, or when third party Nyko and all them start making batteries that last after 5 hours.
Right, but I mean, right, and to be honest, as far as like how many hours though, like me personally, I wasn't expecting them to make to make this thing be like where you could get like 8 hours or 12 hours of playing. At best, I was thinking like 5.
You need more than 3.
I'm thinking, you need more than 3, but I mean, I'm thinking at best we may see 5. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I just don't see them making something that like, like one person was just like, well, why can't it be like 8, 9 hours? I'm like, no, honey, no. You're gonna see maybe 5. I hate to say it. 5 is the best that you're probably gonna see out of it, because even a regular handheld itself doesn't even last no more than maybe 5 hours, and that's like at the lowest settings. Like, I've never had like anything that like I've never had like a rechargeable battery system that like lasted for like over 5 hours, like anything like that. And mind you, like I said, rechargeable battery part of it, like I said. And so I'm just like, I guess the best I was expecting was maybe 5. So I mean 3. I mean, like Lynn said, that's a little low, even for me personally. But it's like, who's gonna be on it like constantly 3 hours a day? That's the only thing I'm thinking about, though.
Right, and plus too, the Nintendo put in the new charge port where it's a fast charge. So they were saying that even 3 hours, wherever you get to that has a plug, you can charge your battery within 15 to 30 minutes, full charge back to 100%. And I mean, that was a cool idea for Nintendo to put the fast charge, adapter in it, but I was looking like at Dre at around 4 to 5 hours, because I mean, all the guts is like right in your hand. This is supposed to be a console, so if you're taking a console on the go, it's really going to eat up that battery.
So you're only going to get maybe at best as 3 to 5 at best. So I mean, that was kind of like what I was expecting anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we were like longer, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't see like people when they're on the go, like being on it like that much. Because I mean, to be fair, I don't take my handheld out on the go like that. But that's just me. Like, I don't know nobody. It takes their 3DS anywhere personally, but like, I don't know.
What if like, let's say that you had to like go cross country, or you were on an airplane? I mean, I understand why people would want longer battery lives, and like, okay, I would like at least a 5-hour battery life, and that you could at least replace the battery. That would have been better for them to do, because then you'll be able
But
to.
we don't even know if that's true, though.
Yeah, that's probably.
But we don't know. We don't know if this is true. We don't know if it's true. But at this point, this is okay. I'm gonna make a mention of this. Under battery life, it says 3 hours. So it could be higher, but it also has a quick charge.
But it's not gonna be that. But come on though. But being realistic though, we're not gonna see no more than maybe 5. Like we're not.
No.
I mean, we're not gonna see no more than 5. I don't expect.
To be honest, I'd be surprised if there was 5.
Say you could get like an 8-hour gameplay. Hey, I would be like, you know what, Nintendo? I tip my hat off to you. I will literally do flops and cartwheels if I can get 8 to 10 hours. But all I'm expecting is maybe 3 to 5. So I mean, I'm not gonna, so I wasn't one of them people, going up in there thinking that the whoop it was gonna be some, because it's still like because even though it is a hybrid, it's still on the go. So I'm not and on the go doesn't mean long battery life. No, it means limited battery life. Because I mean, like, let's be real though, on the go can only do so much, or at least in my opinion, anyway. So I wasn't expecting nothing, too grandiose personally. But I mean, now as far as the other specs, I don't even understand half that crap.
Well, I think the console might be stronger than what Will was saying, because people did say that those specs are for the old dev kits that they got back in July, and developers have.
Well, that's not even guaranteed to be it.
Right, and it said that developers have recently got stronger development kits back in October. Now, who's to say?
You know what? And that's why. No offense, I'm just staying away from the rumors. I'm staying away from people and their opinions, because this is what always happens. Either they overhype it or they underhype it, and then what happens is that by the time the actual thing comes out, it's never what you want it to be. So I ain't walking in with no expectations. I want to walk in there with my hopes not up, not down. I'm just neutral. You know what I'm saying? I'm just neutral, and whatever is, it is.
Well, I'm thinking it have to be maybe a little stronger than what Will was saying, because.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I was expecting maybe 5. That's just my guess, because I'm thinking okay, maybe we'll see 5 out of it if you on like the lower side of settings, and on the higher settings maybe like I said 3, because you don't expect because anything that's like on the go or handheld does not, like I said, even within like 5 hours you have to charge your phone. You know what I'm saying? Even within like 5 hours, I've never heard of a phone, like a cell phone battery that lasts like 6-7 hours without being really need to be charged. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm thinking okay, I'm thinking on the go, and I'm thinking well, what's it gonna be? It's not gonna be something so grandiose. It's gonna be it's gonna surpass everything. I'm thinking it's just gonna be on the same level, if not same in part with everything else is on the go, which is basically 3 to 5 hours before you would have to charge it. And that's normally the amount of time that you would have to use. You have a mobile device, because again, it's a mobile device, and we're not at the point. I don't know why we're not at the point where stuff has to be charged with things will have to be charged in 3 to 5 hours. That's kind of normal now at this point. I don't know why we're not further ahead. I mean, we can sit here and do all the other stuff, but I mean, that's just me though.
Yep.
Well, another thing I heard with the Switch is they say Nintendo is trying to keep this system like future proof, because now they're talking about that the Switch can do VR.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, why everyone got to worry about VR? Can we leave VR alone?
When it's perfected, that's when I'll talk about VR.
Same.
But I mean, if Nintendo was going that route into keeping this console up to date of what the other two are doing, I think that's good. Because
I mean, true.
Even though us in here, we don't care about VR, but there's other people that do. I think it's cool. That
True. I mean, but like,
maybe Nintendo is trying to compete. You know what I'm saying, with this new president. You know, because I think a lot of people, especially like the younger generation that really never played Nintendo like that. Maybe played one of their consoles growing up and then went between Microsoft and Sony. I don't think they really want to see Nintendo really get into competition like they did with Genesis. Because Nintendo, when they commercials, they used to kick butt. Nintendo was showing everything. You know what I'm saying? They was doing some of everything back in the mid 80s and early 90s. So if Nintendo want to go that route, I mean, go ahead. But I think the reason why Nintendo said they don't want to compete anymore is because when they competed with Sega, if you look at what Sega was doing back then, Sega started to leave Nintendo alone. Sega was trying to go after the big boys. Sega was trying to go after like Neo Geo. They was looking at TurboGrafx 16 and look at all the mistakes that Sega made when they didn't pay attention to Nintendo and paid attention to these other guys, these other ones that was trying to get up there where Sega and Nintendo was. You know, Sega looked at them as like, okay, that's a threat, and let's do what they doing. Let's bring out the processing power that they're doing, because their power is better than both our Sega and Nintendo. And Sega messed up at. Sega had the Genesis, did very well. I mean, it kept Nintendo on their toes. They went toe to toe. And what Sega did stupid was they brought out, instead of bringing out a new console, they brought out the 32X. And then after bringing out that 32X, which was garbage, you brought out the Sega Saturn. And when you brought out that Sega Saturn, you made it so powerful that third party had a hard time programming for that game. And they didn't have a lot of third parties. EA wasn't there. Capcom was barely there. And then you turn right around a year and a half, 2 years later, like Microsoft and Sony doing, and say, hey, we got another console. And that was the Dreamcast. Which the Dreamcast to me was an awesome system, but the PlayStation 2 kicked his ass.
Yep. True.
Because Sega was too eager to put out all these fucking consoles, all these add-ons that nobody wanted. Nintendo wasn't doing that. Nintendo was actually trying to bring out new consoles. And Sega messed up when they started looking at the TurboGrafx 16, where it had an add-on CD. They put an add-on CD with the Sega Genesis. They looked at the Neo Geo, which was the most expensive. They put on an add-on. They put out a handheld. The Game Gear, the same way. When they stopped competing with Nintendo, that's when Sega started going downhill. And Nintendo was like, you know what? We're not going to make that mistake with Microsoft and Sony, because they're steady dishing out money. We're trying to make money. Even though you have to dish out money to make money, but when you do recklessly like Sega did, that's why Nintendo like, you know what? We're not competing no more. We're not going to just throw money all over the place like they doing with the regular PlayStation, this Pro, this Xbox One S, now this Scorpion. Hell, what else is going to come out 2 years after the Scorpion?
The Dragon. Let me stop.
The Dragon.
Unleash the Dragon.
But Unleash the Dragon.
Release the Dragon.
And we all know how well that's is going.
Yeah, then after the Dragon, it's gonna be the Xbox lit. The Xbox it's lit, y'all.
But they future proofing that Scorpio, so I can't get mad at that.
They're future proofing it, but the thing is that here's my problem with Xbox. they have no exclusives.
No.
All their exclusive games go to PC. So what's the point of you paying for Scorpio when you can spend money on an actual really good PC and still play the Xbox One experience? There's no point.
See, but that's always been my biggest thing with Microsoft. It's like, why are you making everything for the PC when it's like, okay, you need to do something to make this console? And I'm like, you already have people saying that PC's has to raise. So it's like, hey, are you trying to just get people to buy a PC, or are you trying to get people to do your console? So it's because I'm like, you need to figure something out, because right now you're not looking too good in my eyes, personally. You ain't looking. No, because like I said, I mean, with Sony, I mean, shoot, people want to say what they want to say about Sony, but I'm like, Sony got exclusives a lot. Mm-hmm. They have they have the whole Japanese market on lock. What you got, Microsoft? What you got on lock? I'm waiting.
Scalebound.
Nothing.
No.
People look. Most of my Xbox friends don't even know about Scalebound. I had to tell them about Scalebound. I don't even have the damn console.
Wow.
You tell me, how is that? Like I said, Microsoft, figure it out. Anyway.
Figure it out. No, but okay, let's go back to the battery thing real quick.
Okay.
No, you have something to say? Go ahead.
I'll just say this when it comes with Nintendo, though. I honestly feel like, look, at the end of the day, all these naysayers and all that stuff, they can say what they want. But like we said, look, last year Nintendo did really well as far as when it came to, getting people hyped up, getting people excited for it. I mean, hell, with just talking about Breath of the Wild, everyone was excited. Why? Because they actually brought a good game, okay? Just Nintendo. Listen to me. Make good games. Stop making stupid ass shit. Do the shit we want, and you'll be good. Okay? That's because come on though. People say so much about Nintendo, but what was it? They were the most talked about at E3 last year. I mean, when the Switch announcement came out, almost everybody and their mamas, I couldn't get people stop talking to me about, have you heard about the Switch, Dre? I'm like, yes, I heard about the Switch. I saw the video too. That's how many people were excited for the Switch. So that tells you can do, like I said, if you put out something good, hey, make it good. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on now. It's like, people can hop about all these teraflops and all this, that, and the third, and gigahertz and megahertz and horsepower and horse ponies and stuff. But it's like, just make good games, in my opinion. That's what will sell this console. Actually decent, good games that people want to play. Hey, that's what's going to sell this. Not horsepower and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm sorry, people who was going to come to Nintendo for power, huh?
You said horsepower.
I don't know. Look, I
don't want a car.
I don't know. That's how horsepower stuff is to all foreign is to me. It's a horsepower like a car. My bad. I don't know. Anywho, like I was saying though, I'm just like, look, with all these gigahertz and all that other stuff. I don't know. Well, I'm just like, look, just make good games. That's all I'm saying. Like, I honestly don't, like I said, because people who are coming to Nintendo for power, it's like, you really coming to Nintendo for power and specs and all that kind of stuff? Like, no offense, this is still Nintendo.
You should have came to this in the 80s and 90s when you wanted power.
Like, are you real? I'm like, no offense. Like, look, I mean, hey, Nintendo, I love you and all, but I don't come to you for specs. Okay? I don't come to you for that. If I came to you for no. I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, but come on. Who comes to Nintendo for specs?
Nobody.
We come for good games. That's what we come for.
Good complete games at that, because they don't. I don't see any glitchy ass games with them. I'm just saying they don't have no. They don't really have glitchy, fucked up games. I'm just being honest.
Can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine this? And I'm pretty sure it's true, because I got it off Player Essence video like a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
They were saying with Mario Kart 8 coming over to the Switch, be additional 20-some boards tracks added to what we already have.
And that's a lot.
And plus a well-established battle mode as well.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in Mario Kart heaven again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason's gonna whoop all our asses again anyway.
I'm sure he will.
Right. But you see what I'm saying though. We like I said, it's good.
You know what? If I could imagine, I'm excited. I'm excited about the Switch because if they add on like the party chat, imagine all of us playing Mario Kart 8 and we can actually talk to each other on the console. Do you know how many crazy gaming sessions that?
Oh Lord, we can have drunk.
Those were some of the
funnest times we had in gaming.
Exactly. I was
my God.
in tears, crying from laughing so hard.
Me and Coupon held last place down. I tell you.
The fight was real.
Yes, it was.
Look, you and Jason fighting for first.
Those were the funnest times we had. So if they can make this Switch, with this party chat, and we can use our headsets and all that good stuff, and we can all get on that game and play, and even Splatoon, even that.
Oh yeah,
that's a lot of endless fun. I don't care. That's endless fun right there.
Please give me my party chat. Splatoon, so I ain't gotta play with all these random noobs who don't know what they doing.
Right.
Please. Yep. I'm sick and tired of playing with all these noobs who don't know what the hell they doing. They over here not even ink. Let me stop. I could go into about that by itself. Because I'm so oh Jesus, let me be quiet. Anyway, but yeah, you're right. I'm like, why is there not party chat? I don't understand that. I really don't. I'm just.
I hope they have it in there.
Please give us some party chat. That's all I want. I want party chat, and I want to be able to pick my team, have my squad, and be able to go up in my squad on Splatoon, so I ain't got to worry about finding. Say again.
No friend codes.
No.
Yeah, they said it was going to be. They said it wasn't going to be that, right? Yeah, they said it wasn't going to be no more friend codes.
No more friend codes.
Thank God.
That means party chat, I think.
Oh yes.
I hope so.
Yes. That means
I hope for party chat, but I still feel like they're not going to have it.
Will.
Come on.
We're going to play together then.
I want to squad up, yo. Look, I want us to be able to squad up so that way we can just womp on some noobs, yo. That's what I want to do. Shoot. Nintendo, let me be able to squad up with my friends, please.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo's going to have it. For some reason, I think they are.
Too.
I just feel like they can't survive without it anymore.
I feel like if the Vita could do it, that of course the Switch could do it. But
wait, hold up. Wait, hold the hell up. The Vita had party chat.
Yes.
Yes.
I had been on my Vita and talked to
Nintendo.
I have talked to random total strangers before. Like I could play the pool game and I didn't even know that I was talking to actual people.
Nintendo, no, okay, wait, no, y'all need to get on that for real now. The Vita had party chat.
Didn't the 3DS too? Did the 3DS have some sort of chat?
They had party chat, but it was on certain games. It was
certain games. Okay.
It was like on Pokemon and Mario Kart and stuff.
No, we can't use no party chat on Pokemon, but then again, why would you need party chat on Pokemon?
I don't know.
I mean, unless it's a double battle, but even then, it's like, no, you don't really need it. But I'm just saying,
you just thank your friend.
But I'm just saying in the sense of like, but come on though, if the Vita had it as bad as the Vita was,
hey, leave the Vita alone. The Vita is not bad.
I'm talking about as far as when it came to them advertising and marketing it.
Oh, okay.
As that, it like, come on now, a console that wasn't even put out there like that, they had party chat. There's no reason why they can't have it too. There's no reason now. I'm sorry. If the Vita can have it, to have it. Okay, y'all need to make the switch from not having it to having it. Thank you.
The only reason why I say I think Nintendo will have it now is because so many of us was hawking them about adding it to the Wii U. Because it could be done, but Nintendo just didn't do it.
Right.
Keep the kids safe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you got more grown-ups.
Keep the kids safe.
You know what? If you play Grand Theft Auto, which I've been on Grand Theft Auto like crack lately,
No.
Do you know who's in those online lobbies?
The little kids.
Them little damn kids talking shit.
Yep.
Little bastards. I said, where y'all parents at?
Right?
No, it was just like one time I played. No, let me tell you something. I played online. What was it? One time on Mortal Kombat, and I swear for God, there was this one little 5, 6 year old. I don't know how old the little motherfucker was just sitting there talking shit, and I'm talking about like I was ready to pop him. I'm like, what?
Nintendo can't be everybody's parents. I mean,
I'm not saying to be their parents, but I'm just in here like, why are y'all talking about we need to protect the children? I'm like, the children
are the one talking shit. The adults need protection from these little bastards. I tell you.
Thank you. It's like, come on, stop talking about want to protect the children. The children want to sit here and antagonize.
They're the ones talking shit.
You basically talking about how much you. They slept with your mama. They did this with your daddy. They did this with your brother and your sister.
I don't know what kind of kids. I don't know what kind of kids Nintendo talking about. They must be talking about kids from the 80s. These 2000, these 2000 kids on up. Shoot, they bad as hell.
You little bastards need to child.
Yeah, they something else.
I have a question. Well, I wanted to mention something about the battery. So, okay, what if the battery lasts maybe 8 hours, but it only when you're playing indie games?
What?
Like, okay, like to play the main console games.
That would suck.
It would be better that you can at least play something.
It's called the PlayStation 4. I don't need another one.
You ain't lying.
You don't need it.
You can play all by yourself on the PS4 and nobody gonna talk to you.
Same. I'm like, no. Screw that. No. The battery only lasts. No. So, mind you, like I said, if they even say an 8-hour battery life, I will be like, oh, no. But I don't expect it.
I would scream.
No,
I would scream. Probably like I would be like.
I would literally applaud Nintendo. Like I would literally stand up out my seat. Okay, just stand up and applaud. Like because I'm like 8 hours, Nintendo. Oh, 8 hours on the go. Shoot. Okay. I mean, but I don't expect it. I mean, but then again, who was really expecting 8 hours?
Nobody.
Like I said, I'm sorry. Like people who are expecting 8 to 12 hours, I'm like, please be realistic. Like, please.
Not gonna happen. Sorry.
No, but like I said, I just like if they just do good games that can bring people together, keep people interested, they'll be fine. Like I said, they'll be fine because that's always been what Nintendo was. They weren't about like specs and all this stuff. They were about bringing people together, having fun. That's what y'all's motto is, right? That's your company motto. So it's like I said, so just do fun, good games that keep us interested. Like I said, at the end of the day, it ain't about the specs, it ain't about the whoop-de-whoop and the graphics and all that. It's about the games, okay? And if the game ain't good, the game ain't good. I'm sorry. I will always say it's about the games. What are you bringing to the table? Well, because look, you can sit here and you can basically give me like a polished paperweight, but I'm like that. Like Lynn said, her PS4, it's a paperweight. It can do all this stuff, but does she use it? No.
Nope. She had to clean the dust off of it every now and then.
Because why? Sony's not bringing it to the table.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what does he be playing? Monopoly? Oh no, what did he be playing?
But see, that's because Sony's not bringing it to the table like they needed to bring to the table for her to want to play it. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, it don't matter what your specs is. I tell anyone, I mean, come on now, back in the day, we were playing 8-bit graphics for God's sakes, but we had fun. And we were, we couldn't tell if the character was a man or a woman or a cat or dog. But I mean, we played our games, did we not? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I'm just saying. I told him, I said, I don't care about. I told him, I said, graphically, I told him, I said, shoot, I don't even see nothing realistic. Hell, it can be an 8-bit game. The game can be an 8-bit. It could be stick figures. Just make it a good game. That is what I will always say. I will never sit there and be like one of these people being like, oh, it needs to look like I'm actually there in real life. Why do I want to have it look like real life? I play a game to get away from real life. I don't care about it looking the realistic and the graphics being so crisp that whenever I'm, my hair wafted in the breeze, my hair's wafted in the breeze. Like I said, I don't care. I really don't. I don't care if I can touch a blade of grass and pick it up and I can go outside and do that now. Okay, give me a good story. Give me characters. Give me gameplay. Give me, like I said, give me a fun game, Nintendo. That's all I'm saying.
And give me good music.
Game.
Give me good music.
Yep.
That's another thing I'm applying for. Is that
give me
because that song off of Moo Moo Metals. Every time I hear it, I think about Will.
You know it, but no. Not that song now belongs to Dre because every time when he plays Mario Kart Online, that's the only level he picks.
It's because it's the only one it's the only safe one out there. Every other one you can dive, fall off.
So them cows keep you in the game, huh? The cows keep Dre from falling off the map.
Them cows though, Dre.
Yeah, so can.
No, he's talking about like falling off of an edge.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. I'm sorry. No, I was never able to get the
Better learn how to drift, shoot.
There you go.
Tell them cows.
I told him, I said, no, what's so bad about it is that I learned how to shoot before I learned how to drift.
Damn.
What? What is it now? Y'all know I was a fiend on that Splatoon.
I know.
And that's like I said, I be making all them little kids cry. All them people, all them Japanese people.
Dre be ducking down through the paint, and then he pop up and pop your ass.
Oh yes, honey. I had them Japanese players scared of me. Okay, like they were. I had people target me. Dang. They were like, "We keeping him down," and I'm like, See, I'm gonna have to make sure y'all be crying up in your sushi tomorrow. So,
so crazy.
That is mean.
They were
terrorizing them kids online.
It ain't my fault. I killed your entire team.
Damn. Dre a savage.
It ain't my fault.
Savage.
I mean, it's not my fault that y'all suck get good. Ain't my fault y'all suck get goods. What?
That's it. Get better.
Oh, there's another rumor that's probably bad. Well, actually, it is bad. Okay. The first rumor, this one's not that bad. Okay, let's say that you own, you know how supposedly they're going to come out with remakes or like a beef versions for Switch versions of like previous games, like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and stuff. If you have the old version of the game, you could trade those in and the game will cost $20 instead of $60. So that's one. The second rumor is that every game that you purchase on Virtual Console for Wii U, you will have to pay a small fee
to get them back
to get the Switch version.
Wow.
That is ridiculous. But I think they said that this will be the last time that you would have to do this because it's going on a name basis and the name Switch and everything like that. Like you remember back in the day that they made it into an account-based system as opposed to they switched that. So now this will be the last time you would have to do that. So supposedly. PlayStation got it right, what? At the end of PlayStation 3? No, they didn't get it right in PS3. They got it right in PS4.
Finally.
So yeah. So never mind. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Sorry, I had to do it.
Finally, they think. Sorry.
Here you go.
There you go. Go ahead. Break down his life with that one.
Yeah.
Finally! Sorry.
You gotta let that out.
I had to. I said if Dre wasn't gonna do it, I had to. Sorry.
That's cute.
God.
You know the music Tourette's. They be getting me
That's
sometimes.
fine.
You know,
I understand.
Really
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anything else y'all want to discuss?
Nah. I don't have anything.
So I was gonna say, look, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this, presentation.
Yeah, I want to see what it's about. I'm gonna pretty much buy the Switch anyway. So
If you could pre-order it, Miss K.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do it online. I'll do it online.
I wish I could get it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it day one because I think by then I'm gonna be broke. So.
Oh.
I don't. Well, y'all know my philosophy. Don't ever buy a console at launch.
Don't ever buy a console.
I knew that was coming.
Apple products, but do not ever.
No, y'all know my philosophy. Don't ever buy a console at launch. I'm sorry. Wait a couple months. Wait for them to, if you want to be a guinea pig, be a guinea pig. But I'm sorry, I'm nobody's guinea pig. My time and my money and my coin is too it's just for me to be somebody's guinea pig. Now they say
Splatoon 2 comes out as a launch title.
Yeah. See, now they do that, then I'm just gonna be crying because I'm like Zelda and Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then when they said that when they actually showed that new Pokemon RPG, you know damn well.
Let me say this right now. If they show Splatoon 2, let me tell you something. I know this will never happen because first of all, Nintendo don't like me, and two, Dream. This is a pipe dream. Okay, if they show Pokemon Stars, whatever it's gonna be called Splatoon 2, and what was it? And Breath of the Wild. I think I'm about to sell myself on the corner just so I can get this money, child. Because I'm like, child, I got to get it at that point. I'm like,
I got to get it.
I got to get it. Like, I don't care what I gotta do. Rob, cheat, steal, do what I gotta do to get. but I will do what I gotta do. Because come on now, I gotta make the switch. But I'm just hoping, like, no, Nintendo impress me, but don't impress me too much. Say, we'll have Splatoon 2, but that's like down the road.
No, it's gonna be day one. Make Dre have a heart attack.
I want to so cry if it's day one. Like, no.
Dre gonna have a fit. He gonna start screaming. I said, I hear him from here. I said, if they say Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2, freak it out. You'd be like, you're like, oh my god. I gotta do the song now that Dre mentioned it. Back in the 90s when you got a new system, it was basically ready to go. But those days are long gone. Oh god, I forgot.
Look, don't buy a console at launch, okay?
Yeah. Do not ever buy a console at launch. What about Wii U? More like PU. PS4? Give me more. Xbox One, Xbox done. Ouya? What?
I still have my Ouya.
What's an Ouya?
It was a Kickstarter program that failed. It is literally the update machine. That's what I call it. Because I traded that thing in. Because every time when I turned it on, update. And then those updates took like 2 hours. No. Traded that thing in. Traded it in, and I was so done with it.
Wow.
It was the stupidest console I've ever seen in my life. Ooh, I was so angry.
Well, the name itself would have made me like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh no.
You know what? That was basically the Kool-Aid Man's console. Oh yeah. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, technically it was the oh no. Oh, that's what that was. It was the oh no. It wasn't the ooh yeah, it was the ooh no. I'm so glad I never bought it.
I mean, I really want to get the Switch day one, but it's gonna pain me that I'm probably not gonna be able to play Zelda day one. Because one, I can't trust Nintendo when it comes to getting a console day one. And two,
can you trust anybody nowadays day one?
No, you cannot. Really. You cannot trust nobody.
I mean, we live in the day one patch era now.
Yep.
It's like, I just bought this brand new game.
Yeah, the damn whole console have to update sometime. Just bought this motherfucker, took it out the box. She said, what? You can't do nothing till you update the whole damn console. I said, what?
Right? I was like, what? Why is there a patch day one for the console?
For the console now. I was like, okay.
See, but like I said, you can't. But see, I won't say nothing.
No. They won't have their enough games, no matter how great they sing.
True, like I said, just bring the games. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't sell me a dream, sell me a reality.
Yep.
You know that 6 months
and not virtual reality.
You want to VR.
You know that 3 to 6 months.
No, I want reality.
Because they be dropping the price. They're gonna drop the price. They're gonna have new color options come bundled with games. There's no point to buy a console at launch no more.
I'm not trying to be funny. Look, I'm sorry. Look, if they actually was to sit now, look, if Nintendo said, "Ooh, we're actually gonna have color variants," see, that's where the bullshit gonna start even more.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you why that's gonna start some bullshit. Because it's already some bullshit with their 3DS, and yes, I'm gonna say bullshit, Nintendo, because there have been so many not 3DSs that I wanted, but you fucking made it exclusive for Europe and Japan. Okay. And I don't need this bullshit. I said, no, just give me a standard black one. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Here, just give me a standard black one. Call it a day, people. Because I know they're going to make a nice console that I'm not going to be able to get, just like how they made that Final Fantasy 15 PS4, and I can't even have it because it's in Japan. And I'm like, no, I'm done.
It is nice, ain't it?
I'm tired of everybody else getting all the good shit, and then we don't get shit. No, because come on, we ain't gonna get shit. You know it. I'm just cursing so much up a storm today.
27.
When the Wii U came out and Japan had a Monster Hunter Wii U that came with the controller.
I mean, I got the Splatoon with edition. Look,
$50.
But see, here's the shade of it all. I got the Splatoon bundle right where it came with Splatoon. You mean to tell me y'all how people couldn't put some cute little squid decals on it and just splat some paint on it or something? You couldn't even give me that? Couldn't even do that? No. Nope. It said, here's your standard black Wii U with a digital copy. I said,
with the digital copy.
I'm like, you couldn't even splash some paint on this damn thing.
Nope.
You couldn't put some cute little squids on it. Couldn't give me the amiibo was bundled in it. Had to give the Mario Maker people an amiibo. Couldn't even give me that. Nope. That's why I said it's some bullshit. I'm sorry. Nope. Like I said, Nintendo, do better. But anyway.
Do better.
I am so lit right now.
Lit like a litten.
Yeah, I'm just so in my feeling. Anyone else got something to say?
No.
Miss K, you ain't saying much tonight.
Huh?
You ain't saying much tonight.
I've been listening. I've been talking.
She's just been chilling. She's just chilling. She she's just sitting back. She's just watching and observing. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back, wait, and see what time. If a bullshit they gonna pull, then I'm gonna come out and attack them. She's just waiting like a tiger to pounce.
I just want all of us to succeed. To be honest, I want to, at this point, all we can do is sit back and see what they're gonna do.
And hope. Because I want Nintendo to do good, man. Because like I said, look, they've been around for too long just to be just failing over and over again.
Right.
Like I said, I'm like, Nintendo, please get it right. I want you to succeed. We can't be stuck up in here with the Sony ponies and the crap box boys. We can't.
Crazy.
It's the truth. We can't be stuck with Sony and Microsoft. Oof.
Well, we need variety. That's for sure.
Yes, variety is good. Variety is yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay.
Variety.
Yes.
It keeps everything fresh. It keeps everything on their toes.
Look, stay fresh.
Yep.
Stay fresh.
All right, so we ramblers. We're gonna go ahead and end the podcast here.
All right.
Thank you to everyone who are currently here with us in this live stream. Thank you to everyone who will watch this in the near future. We're going to have everyone do their outros, and then that'll be. And Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year! So, we're going to go the opposite direction with Wheel!
Advertising myself.
Yes. Let's start the year off with that.
All right. Hey, what's up, Internet? This is Will from TheWillOfGaming. If you guys want to see more of me, be sure to follow me on TheWillOfGaming, all one word, at twitch.tv. And then you guys can follow me there and be a part of the friendship. I don't know what I'm...
The friendship, the fellowship.
The fellowship, yeah, whatever. The fellowship, yeah. There we go. So thank you guys so much, and Happy New Year.
All right, Miss K, you fired.
I'm sorry. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram right now. Look at it.
She's on
No, you don't want me to know. She means
Stop giving them those to me.
checking all of her new photos.
Yeah, I was looking at Zach got a new controller, so I was checking that out.
Yes, y'all should have a new controller.
He just had that controller. He just now posted a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But hey, it's new to her to see it, so.
Right, I'm talking.
Advertise yourself, dirty.
All right, y'all. Hey, this is your boy Dirty. It's been a fun podcast. Can't wait to come back next week for you guys so we can talk about the Switch, because I'm definitely making that Switch.
Yes.
In March. I just want, just like Dre said, I just want good games.
Yes.
Like I said, the specs can be what it is, as long as Nintendo and if third party is on board like they say they are, and not going to bring good games that we don't get on the other two platforms. That's how you sell consoles.
Yep.
You know, take that chance with Nintendo, because you know Microsoft and Sony, some of their fanboys are if they ain't cussing and got a gun in their hand, they don't want to play it.
Sony ponies.
So crazy.
Next, we have Miss Soldiers That Game herself, Miss K.
Advertise yourself.
It's your girl, Miss K. This has been an awesome podcast. We talk gaming, we play games, we post up gameplay, we do all that shit. Something that needs to happen in the gaming community. But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, irregardless, you know, I'm gonna get the Switch anyway just to see what it's about. I'm gonna go against the grain though. Graphics do matter to me. I want my shit to look nice.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, yeah, I want good game. I want great gameplay, but I want that bitch to look good. I want Mario to look 3. I want his ass to look tight. So, you know, that's just my thing. So, but it's been a fun podcast as always.
And last but not least, we have Mr. UHC 91, Jeray.
Hey, everyone wants to damn. Like I said, it's 2017. It's gonna be one shady year, but no. But as always, Lynn, thank you for having me. Everyone, follow everyone up on the panel. It's been fun. And again, Happy New Year's. Here's to everybody.
There you go. He killing it.
It's been lit, y'all, and I cannot wait. Like I said, Nintendo, bring the games, bring the fun, bring the entertainment. That's all I ask. Like I said, like Twister and Faith Evans says, I'm gonna be hopeful for gaming this year. Like I said, because last year that was a really rough spot for gaming, man. Still, Pokemon Go wins 2 VGAs, but we won't go there. So, I mean, I'm going to be hopeful for this year. I'm going to basically look, like I said, I'm going to go into this blind, and everyone else just go into it blind. You know, try to not be so negative, and to the naysayers, give Nintendo a chance. Like I said, just give it a chance and see what happens. Then go from there. That's all I can say. Okay. So with that, you can find me, UHC91, everyone. My link. Lynn will have my links. Yep. I'm hungry.
Somebody hungry. On that note.
Lynn, you gonna intro yourself?
Yeah.
Lynn! Just advertise yourself.
I think Will hungry too.
I'm very hungry.
So again, thank you all for joining us today for our first podcast of the year 2017, bringing it in right. And be sure to follow everyone here on the panel. I will leave links down in the description. These are some great, awesome group of gamers that actually support other gamers and play games. So On that note, we will leave you guys here. If you are not currently a subscriber to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos coming here in the near future. This is Ben, aka iPod One Reviewer, along with the panel of Between Gamers podcast. Until next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we are out.
Jetta!
Make the switch!
Switch, bitch.